Hi everybody, welcome back to Animal Crossing every day. It's whatever o'clock. It is 13:23, and we're gonna get started. Oh, sorry, that's a good start. I keep burping. Oh my goodness, how unprofessional of me. All the other guys on the Animal Crossing Let's Play convention circuit, they're gonna laugh. They're gonna say, "What's up with this guy? He's burping all the time. He's not a real Animal Crossing player." And I'm like, I am. Look, I got a spade, a dig, a hoe, and I talk to people. So I'm a real Animal Crossing player. So we gotta be nice, you know. But they're not nice. They're all a bunch of hoo-has. We have a special offer today on a stunning modern lamp. There's always a wide variety of other items as well. Why not stop by? Thank you, Tom Nook. Let's see. Don't care about him. Don't care about that. Crazy Red here. I'll be bringing my fine furniture and insane bargains to your town at 18 o'clock on the 30th of July. No sane individual has deals like me. One peek is all you need. I'm looking forward to that. I, not that long ago, was saying, where's Crazy Red at? Why isn't he here? Where was the last time we saw Crazy Red? So now he's coming back. And I like it. I like his little face, little squishy little head. You know, a little squish. A little head squish. I really like how Japan look after their foxes, right? They take them seriously. They're like mythical things. They treat them a lot in media and stuff like this. Yes, I agree that maybe Crazy Red isn't the best example of a fox. And you know, he's got a bit of a reputation, but at least he's featured quite prominently. There's I'm sure there's merchandise for Crazy Red. You know what I mean? I feel like he's a vital part of the game. He's notorious. People know him. He's featured very well. And over here, I live in the United Kingdom of the States. Over here, there's a little bit of I don't want to say stigma about foxes, but I feel like there's a reputation. People think foxes are a little bit like vermin or whatever. I disagree. I think foxes are adorable and lovely. I think that the Japan do a very good job of representing foxes. We're a little bit on the fence. We had fantastic Mr. Fox, though, which was really nice. He was fantastic. And yet, even that was by a book. That was a book by Roald Dahl. And even that couldn't turn the tide of anger that people have about foxes. Because over here, we have a thing called fox hunting, where posh people get on horses and then they ride around and chase foxes. And I don't like that because I don't think the foxes aren't part of the game, right? The foxes don't know what's up. And you want to clue them in, you know, otherwise it's just an unfair fight. Hello, Ace. What's up? How's the afternoon shaping up out there? Better be good, because I got stuff to do. My name's Ace, and let me just tell you, when I go camping, I go all out, baby. All out. It's good to meet you, but I definitely advise you not to try and compete with my camping skills. Peace. Alright, Ace. You sound like a real winner. Yes, I've been waiting for someone to show up. I've heard there's lots of wildlife in this area. Do you know where the best viewing area is, Ace? What do you mean, just take a look around? One more, let's see. Oh, he's the same thing. Let's ask him one more thing. Yes. Talk to me. Alright. Turns out Ace is incredibly uninteresting, so we'll walk away from Ace. But I think, I feel like if there's fox hunting, you should give the fox a gun, right? You gotta make it fair. It's not fair. Hi, Mitzi. Fitness is important. Well, if you say so. You see the ad for Crazy Red's Furniture Emporium? Makes me want to visit a shop again. I really should know better. His usually only has boring old furniture most of the time. Who wants to pay those prices for something he can get anywhere? Interesting. Who indeed? Who indeed, Mitzi? Who indeed? Yeah, I think fox hunting is unfair because it's like one fox against, 30 people, and they have sniffer dogs and stuff. And you're like, well, what does the fox get? If the fox had a tank, I think that we would be a little, but you'd have to teach the fox how to drive the tank, because if you just put a fox in a tank, and then go hunting. You know where it is. He's in the tank, and you know the fox doesn't know how to drive the tank. That's not fair. I'm just saying you need to educate the fox on tank controls. Have it play Resident Evil, and then after it knows how to play or how to use a tank, then we can have like a fair fight. 20, 30 people on horses with their dogs versus a fox in a tank. I think that works pretty well, right? Because that's what you want. You want to. That's the way I see it. You want a fair fight, and I feel like humans, they love an unfair fight because that's not fair. The fox doesn't even know it's been hunted half the time, and the humans are like, "Let's go," like it's unnecessary, And you don't want to know what happens to the fox after they catch it. No, let's leave it there. So I think the foxes need like more of a, and it's weird because they're kind of like a UK thing, like foxes, And sometimes we get a little bit of media attention for them, but it's a long time ago. Like I said, Fantastic Mr. Fox, that was a book that happened ages ago, and it was Roald Dahl. And what do you call that guy? Wes Anderson made the Fantastic Mr. Fox into a film, which is really good. I like that film. And there was a TV show. I think this was a book as well. I don't remember, but there was a TV show called The Animals of Farthing Wood. Anybody who remembers The Animals of Farthing Wood, please let me know, because that show was awesome. And it followed a bunch of animals that lived in like the wilderness of the UK, and they were sick and tired of the treatment that they got at the hands of the general public of the United Kingdom, and they decided to move to a safe haven called Farthing Wood, and that place would keep them safe. It was like a national park, so they all tracked there. On the way, a lot of them died. That was what was great about that show. You're like, well, people die in this show all the time. It was really modern. And the main character now was a fox. I think his name was Fox. Double check for me, somebody. And then his main squeeze was a girl fox. The girl foxes are called vixens. And the girl fox's name was Vixen. So you had Fox and Vixen. They were like the main characters. They were awesome. Then they get to Animals of Farthing Wood. No, they are the animals, but they get to Farthing Wood, right? And then once they're there, they have little cubs, and the cubs grow up, and then you get to see their story, and they live in the safety of Farthing Wood. They never had to travel there, so it's kind of like a, the parents do a lot of the work, and then the kids kind of pick up the mess kind of thing. It's a really interesting story for kids. Like, you're like, wow, this is a lot more mature than I was expecting, but it's really good. And I think that because the foxes were like the main part of that did a really good job of bigging up the fox, which is what you want. You want the fox to have a good story run, So I like that. But other than that, like, what other media is talking about foxes, in a positive manner? I don't know. I feel like somebody should come back and write another story about a fox. Maybe I should do it. I'll call it like Mr. Kick-Ass Fox, right? And he's got karate powers, and he can karate chop everybody. And then everybody's like, watch out for Mr. Kick-Ass Fox. And then he can hear people talking about him. He's like, do you guys call for me? Kaya. And he starts karate chopping. Everybody's like, wow, you're really cool, Mr. Karate Kick-Ass Fox. What do they call him? Mr. Kick-Ass Fox? He's like, you're really cool, Mr. Kick-Ass Fox. Careful you don't kick too much ass. And he's like, I could never kick too much ass. I'm Mr. Kick-Ass Fox. And then there's a bad guy. And I don't know his name yet. We're brainstorming. And then Mr. Kick-Ass Fox, get this, man, kicks his ass. Yeah, I know, right? Didn't see it coming. But you gotta have a happy conclusion to the story. Someone's gotta get their asses kicked. And I think it should be the bad guy. Call me controversial. But I think it should be the bad guy that gets his ass kicked. Where is everybody? Oh, there's Stinky. I'm like, wait. Hello. How's it going? Everything going smoothly for you? Great, that's music to my ears. Anyway, you want something? Yeah, what's up? I didn't want to be the one to tell you this, but if you leave the village for too long, This place is totally overrun with weeds. It makes the whole village look really shabby. I can't spend all day picking weeds all by myself, so just make sure you come back to Finkler regularly. I do. I come back every day. Have you not seen me around? I'm very popular. Everybody likes me. Is that it? Have you done a day's work already? What else? I mean, I could sell that stuff, but and what else can I say about foxes? I think they're cool and everybody likes them. Ooh, ahaha, hee. Oh, I need. You know what I'll do? I'll deposit some money because I have way too much money. I'm gonna deposit some of this, and then we'll wrap it up. I think that's fine. I think that's a fair deal. So yes, keep a lookout for Mr. Kick-Ass Fox. I might have to make it like a kid's book, like a picture book. And maybe I'll draw the pictures myself. I've never drawn a fox before. Oh, you know who did it really well? I was like, he's a good fox, but I'm like, was he a good fox? Remember that episode of The Simpsons where Homer eats a pepper and he goes crazy, and then Johnny Cash is like a fox and he talks to him? But is that a fox? It's a space coyote, so that's not the same. But it looked like a fox, didn't it? But as a scientist will tell you, a coyote is not a fox. You know, that's just biology, man. A coyote is not a fox. All right, there we go. And so that's another thing you've learned from me on my show. People say I'm not an educational show. I disagree. I think we've all learned a lot from listening to my show, especially about foxes. Who saw that one coming? You know, I don't know what else we've learned. Anybody who knows what else we've learned, please feel free to write it down on a piece of paper and then throw it out the window, and maybe somebody will read it while it floats away in the breeze. It's fine. Paper is biodegradable, so you can throw it out the window. That's okay. That's another thing you've learned from me. But there we go. Now that that's sorted, we are going to wrap things up right now. I'm going to say, as usual, thank you very much for watching. If you see a little fox outside, be careful. They might be wild, but they're adorable. So just make sure you don't kill them. That's all I'm going to say. Thank you very much for watching today's show. I'll be back again tomorrow, and I will see you then. So peace. I like you. Thank you.
Thank you.